It's Dr. Lauren Tober here from Mental Health Aware Yoga, and I am just delighted to introduce you today to Saraswati Vasudevan. Saraswati is a yoga teacher, trainer, and therapist in the tradition of Sri T. Krishnamacharya. She has close to 3 decades of study, practice, and teaching experience in this tradition, having studied directly with Sri TKV Desikachar for over 17 years. She has 2 master's degrees in nutrition and psychology from the University of Madras in Chennai and a postgraduate diploma in yoga studies from Krishnamacharya Yoga Mandiram in Chennai. In 2010, Saras founded Yoga Vahini, a specialized yoga training, therapy, and research center, along with her husband Sundar, with the aim of making the transformative and healing wisdom of yoga and personalized yoga therapy more accessible to everyone. Yoga Vahini has centers in Chennai and Hyderabad and presence in other cities in India and around the world. Welcome, Saraswati.
Thank you, Laura.
Now, Saras is going to talk to us today about what Patanjali has to say about mental health. Let me hand over to you, Saras.
What does Patanjali say about mental health? In fact, the entire text, Yoga Sutra, is about the mind, is about mental health. Right? He starts by asking the question, are you ready? Is your state of mind ready to engage with a deeper exploration of yourself? I often think study of Yoga Sutra is like, for me, it's like reading a mystery novel. I love Agatha Christie. And I love to read the same books over and over again. And I want to pretend that I have forgotten. And usually the mystery is solved at the end of the book, right? But here, right at the beginning, he gives you the goal. He tells you this is a state of yoga, this is where you have to get, this is what you will experience. And then the rest of the text helps you to just, move towards that journey of that highest goal. And it's a text you can come back to and do over and over again because you're rediscovering yourself. And you're not the same person, you're constantly changing. So the more you understand the changing nature of yourself, that it's not only the external world that is changing, my body is changing, my senses are changing, my mind is changing, I am changing as a person, right? There is an idea that I'm the same person. I'm the same person. When I look at my photograph in my childhood, I'm able to recognize it and say, that's me. Mm-hmm. But no, not even one atom of that form is me. Everything has changed. But still I say, that's me. So what is that self that we are looking at? That we need to understand. So the whole journey of the Yoga Sutra is to start from the gross engagement with ourselves and move to subtler and subtler exploration to touch the subtlest part of yourself, which is who you are, what we call the Purusha or the consciousness. And what helps you to move towards yourself is your mind. And the mind, the subtlest form of your mind, is closest to the Purusha. And that's capable of reflecting to you who you are. And that's the mirror you're talking about. And the whole of yoga is about cleaning this mirror that will help you to see yourself and see reality as it is. So this is the process of study of Yoga Sutra. Fascinating journey. And in this process, you learn to work with your body, you learn to work with your breath, which will help you to connect you to your mind, polish your mind, purify your mind, get yourself ready to direct the mind towards the self, towards self-inquiry, towards self-discovery. And of course, in this process, you will discover that you are just a tiny speck, you're just a spark of light. And there's this vast intelligence that is operating within and around you. And you also learn to connect with that. And with the help of that grace, you move towards yourself. And that is Yoga Sutra in a nutshell.
In a nutshell. Amazing. Decades of study in 2 minutes. Thank you so much. for sharing that with us, Saras. Now, Saraswati is one of the amazing speakers who's going to be joining us for the Mental Health and Yoga Summit, which starts on the 31st of January. Saras is going to be diving into more detail into Patanjali's Yoga Sutras and the mind and mental health, sharing some of the theory and some practice with us in the summit. So I do hope you can join us. You can sign up for free at www.mentalhealthandyogasummit.com, or there's links on our Mental Health Aware Yoga website, mentalhealthawareyoga.com. So if you're a yoga teacher or a mental health professional interested in yoga, I wholeheartedly invite you to join us. So thank you for joining us today. And Saras, thank you so much for coming and sharing your wisdom here with us on this video episode.
Thank you, Laura. Thank you so much. I look
Bye.
forward to this session.